Started out with a run, coming to the near side. It's Gibson, big hole, first down and more. And a good start for Antonio Gibson, who comes off a career week in the win over Seattle. Blitz is coming. Heinicke, back foot throw. McLaurin in stride for the first down. Beauty of a throw from Heinicke as pressure in his face, and he picks up 13. On the fake, Heinicke floating one, end zone. Oh, one-hander caught for the touchdown by Thomas.
It was a little token play action, and this is just a bust by the Raiders secondary. What a catch. Looks like he's going up for a big rebound. I said to you in pregame, we talked to Logan Thomas for a minute. I walked away, I said, I forget how big this guy is.
The Raiders playing without the great Darren Waller today. Jacobs, he has nowhere to go. Spins around, just gets buried. 3rd and 11. Blitz is coming. Carr in trouble, and down he goes. Ioannidis got home. 2nd and 3. Carr firing. Moreau again, knocked away. Cole Holcomb, excellent play. On the fake, Heinicke. Mid-range, Thomas. Big gainer. Inside the 20. They will mark him out of bounds right there, as a matter of fact, on the 20.
This is a staple play in this system. They're in a 2 tight end set. He's going to run what they call a corner route, or a 7 in this system. The outside receiver is going to take the top off, and there's a nice little pocket on the outside. Behind that zone defender, you see Diablo. He didn't get enough depth. He's really struggling.
Heinicke slings it sidearm. Gibson is caught for the touchdown. And it sneaks it through. Oh my! Guts personified by Johnson.
All of a sudden that box lightens up a little bit, and the run game starts to pop.
2nd down, Prescott airs it out. Collins intercepted. It was to nowhere, and Landon Collins has the pick.
Games like today will go a long way.
1st and 10. Prescott is taken down. Washington gets home. Jonathan Allen gets the sack. And now the number 1 receiver goes out too. Not great. Gibson has a hole for the first time today, streaking across the 20 and a first down. Boy, do they need that. During the 4-game win streak, obviously holding the ball, converting 3rd downs. They've done none of that today, obviously. Heinicke kind of sidearm delivery to Bates, who has room, has blocking, has a first down, and he's out across the 40 to John Bates, the rookie from Boise State. Pressure up the middle. Heinicke spins away. Nice move. Sets. Launches deep. Looking for Sims. He's got it! And they say no! He's out of bounds! Oh, Cam Sims. Incredible effort against Diggs, but he did not land inbounds. That is an incredible play. Let's see.
Yeah, his left knee is in. That's
down.
A touchdown.
Heinicke in trouble, spins away. Will he run it? He's going to try it. He's going to dive for the end zone. He hits the pylon, and it's good for 2.
They're hanging in there, only giving up 1 touchdown.
The 3rd down, they drop out of the blitz. Get a quick hit from Curl again. Clement can't hang on. Wouldn't have been short of the first down anyway, and they force another punt. Overall, about where Dallas is and with the staff, on 2nd and 15. Allen loads up, throws. Sims, who caught the touchdown earlier. Good footwork there. He's inbounds for a first down. They will run it and get in. Touchdown, Jonathan Williams.
Got a long way to go, but that's the process of a 4-minute offense.
On the fake, Prescott pumps, throws, intercepted. Holcomb's got it with a pass to the end zone. Holcomb still on his feet, and he's in. Oh my goodness! This game just changed dramatically. A pick 6 for Cole Holcomb. 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw, slant, dropped, incomplete. Fuller was there, may have gotten a hand on it.
And he'll throw on first down, and it's Gibson who makes the catch, and a nice move by Antonio Gibson. And Gibson tripped up shy of the 45-yard line.
You don't want to just run it down their throat.
3 tight ends. Hurts will pull it on play action, and it's dropped by Dallas Goedert. He had nothing but green in front of him.
Let's see, we'll get a good look right here. Ball. Heel. Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Ricochets right to Landon Collins. It was ruled incomplete. The punt team was on the field, and it went right off his heel.
Oh, wow. What a break. Ran hurry up so they could keep the same defensive personnel trying to attack it with the run game.
Gibson leaping into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
And that was Cole Holcomb. Had to make a decision. Do I take the underneath route or the over-the-top route? Jalen Hurts just moved him with his eyes.
And Hurts dropped by Rotimi. His first sack and a loss of 2. Not been an easy task for anybody this year to do that. Hurts on second down. Nobody open, in trouble, and he's sacked for the second time. The ball's out. A turnover, and Landon Collins, who had the heel pick earlier, comes up with a ball. It's loose again across midfield, and Washington recovered a fumble for the second time. So it's first down Washington at the 47, and Garrett Gilbert taking a deep shot. Got a man open, jump ball caught. McLaurin inside the 10. First and goal, Washington.
Assess the situation and then say, okay, are we going to try and take a shot or go in at halftime tied up? But the best part about it is these 2-minute calls are usually the easiest ones to remember. The shorter and quick hitting plays.
Here's Carter. Oh, an opening for DeAndre Carter. Carter may change the calculus here for Washington with a return to the 47-yard line. McLaurin matched up with Slay at the bottom of your screen on first down and 10. Gilbert will check it short. Nice catch on the high throw. Ricky Seals-Jones into Eagles territory. Close to the first down. They're going to have to hurry.
Major hole to dig themselves out of, especially if Philly can keep running it.
Two-Hill back in, 2nd and 8. Pressure up the middle. Hurts in some trouble, and Hurts goes down. Now that's a sack by Jonathan Allen while being blocked, able to pull him down. Now 8.5 on the year for Allen.
Big 91 barreling down. Impressive throw.
3rd down and 1. Play action.
Got him.
Gilbert fires, caught. It's the tight end Bates lunging across the goal line. He'll be down inside the 2. Patterson in the backfield with Gilbert. It'll be Patterson who gets the carry, fighting his way to the goal line. He's in for a Washington touchdown.
2nd down and 11 at the 37-yard line. Blitz from the corner, and Prescott under pressure again, and down he will go. Dan Quinn took over after they were pretty much historically bad on defense last year. From the 25-yard line now, Heineke tries to work them back into the game and throws into double coverage, and that will be caught. De'Ami Brown, a rookie out of North Carolina, picked him in the 3rd round, deep downfield. Here's the Dallas turnovers. Big play here for Washington on a 3rd down. Flipped out here to Gibson, and he will dive into the end zone for the touchdown. Heineke under pressure on almost every pass tonight. Once again, right there, 5 plays, 75 yards in back-to-back years out of Alabama. 2nd down and 10. And big hole here for Gibson. Bad toe and all, he gets out to the 40-yard line. If you win your wild card game at home, you get to host another game in the divisional round. That's how important that is as Elliott gets pushed back from the line of scrimmage.
That is the story of Zach Martin tonight and pretty much every night.
Prescott goes down. One of the few bright spots tonight is Dejon Harris.
Lawrence Taylor was phenomenal at crushing people, playing to run the whole thing. But he wasn't one of those, I'm going to drop back to center field and play cut pass coverage.
Meanwhile, you got John Bates with some tough running.